Hello guys, this is Dave and welcome back to FM Scout. Today on the channel I'm going to be starting off a brand new little series that really we're going to be talking about different challenges on Football Manager 2007. Some you may have heard of, some you may not have heard of. And really if you're getting bored of your current save, hopefully I can give you, well, some ideas of a brand new save to start and give you a bit of a challenge now for the rest of the year up until FM18 comes out. So the one we're going to be talking about today is the Pentagon Challenge. Now, this is probably one of the most well-known Football Manager challenges of all time, but again, it is one of the toughest challenges. So the rules are pretty easy. As you can see on screen, there are 5 logos here, and they are the competitions you have to win to complete this challenge. So as you can see, it's the UEFA Champions League, the Copa Libertadores, I do apologise for the pronunciation, you got the CONCACAF Champions League, the African Champions League, and the Asian. So basically, it's the European Champions League, the South American Champions League, the Asian Champions League, the African Champions League, and the the North American Champions League, sorry. So that is what you have to do to complete the challenge. Now, the rules are pretty simple. You have to start unemployed with Sunday League reputation, and you will have to try and win all 5 of the Continental Champions Leagues, which I've already gone through: the European, South American, Asian, African, and North American. And it does have to all be in one save game. So I could just let you go and try your best, but I'm going to try my best now to give you some recommendations so you can, so I could just give you some tips, really. So these are my first recommendations, and this is kind of what order to do it in. So I suggest, if your PC isn't great and where you're going to have to try your best to add/remove leagues as you go on through the save game. So once you complete a Champions League, you can click the FM logo by the continue button, and it would say add/remove leagues, and you just add the appropriate leagues. If you've got a really decent PC, then add as many leagues that you feel appropriate. But my recommendation is to start off in South Africa. It's one of the better nations in Africa to start off with. I think it's one of the only few nations, if any nations, that are actually on the game. Off the top of my head, I can't quite remember. But yeah, South Africa is probably the best to start in. With your Sunday League reputation and no qualifications, you should get a Division 2 job in South Africa. Then from there, you really got to try and work your way up, and then you'll get a decent Premier League job. So it's up to you if you want to stay at the same club and build up, or if a bigger club comes knocking, because really you want to try and do this as quick as possible. You're not going to do this in 5 seasons. It's going to probably take 20 seasons plus to complete this challenge. Next up, I'd probably suggest trying out North America or Asia, either or. I don't think there's really any preference. So North America over in USA and so on, or Asia. But we'll go through the countries and so on after this. 4th choice should be South America. And then the final one really should be to win the European Champions League, because Europe has so many big nations, so many big teams. And to get a big job over there, it may be quite difficult. You may choose to start in Europe, but you're going to have to do a lot of working yourself up to get a bigger team. So country-wise, my recommendations, again, starting off in South Africa, Division 2, and work your way up. Next up, depending if you go with North America or Asia, if you go with North America, second, it's Mexico or USA, really. Of course, Mexico has just much easier league rules. With the America, you've got all the draft system. If you're familiar with that, go with America, but if you're probably going to struggle to get to grips with that, definitely go with Mexico. There's some really decent teams there. Next up in Asia, it's got to be China or South Korea. South Korea probably historically in the last number of years probably got a stronger platform to win the Asian Champions League, but now with all the money coming into China, it's probably a good choice now. Of course, we know in real life, got high-profile moves with Oscar, Tevez, quite a few other players have been approached to go over there. Well, South America, it's got to be Brazil or Argentina, really. Brazilian side, you've got some big teams. These are just to name a few. I know I've probably missed a few out. So Corinthians, Sao Paulo, Santos, Flamengo. And then Argentina, you got Boca Juniors, Vélez, Independiente, River Plate, San Lorenzo as well. And then, of course, once you've won 4 Champions Leagues, you should really, in my opinion, be able to walk into any sort of job. Europe, really, you just got to keep your eye out. Look at recent history, because you're going to be quite a number of years into the game at this point. Look at the recent history, see who you can find, and so on. But yeah, just try your best to always, at different clubs, try and get your coaching badges as well. That'll improve your stats. And as a whole, it'll just make you a slightly better manager. So I know this is a really difficult save to complete, but if you have completed it, do let us know. And in the comment section down below, share this one with your friends if you want to see them give it a go. And let me know, which sort of route did you take? Did you take a similar route to what I suggested? Do you agree with those points? Do you disagree? And what sort of route would you take if you had to recommend it to someone else? All tips are really helpful. All your comments are really appreciated as well. If you want to see me explain another challenge, or you've seen another challenge that you've really enjoyed on the game, also let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're looking for a new Football Manager channel with Let's Play series on there, over on my channel, I'm currently doing an 1860 Munich save over in the Zwei Bundesliga, so go and check that out. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all very soon.